Muid a drá lí I gréibh pelle manúr na mún. An tríú clethe go díosach do Kerry agus an tarna ceann ag Limnach, bhuair dráchtara mac dara mac donacha.
Tréis de Kerry canas fear Fort Lauriga de Marta Catcha tá éon crochúir Kieran Murphy fósalanna Lorna Parka agus sé Jack Savage mar le hosach lár rinne an taction mór dómhaní sin tá sé an nonad céine a ríis a nocht. Maidir le Limnach by sin súl go féidir le David Conran as Robbie Burke lá an uchtrá Lorna Parka agus má antí siúd by Owen O'Donnell as Tony McCarthy chumá le Darragh Donovan an na scór na amsú up siúd. Gach Dre mar sin na túsa chuirla sin glyfa seo agus í catteach Michael Rock chun nach lár an réitor. The kid on the Johag Limnach. Shot them Farlar Parker, Robbie Burke in the Kito Gear. War, it's on scoring. Robbie Burke, 2 seen to the Coultorin shot. Kickmach, James O'Mara, Chichtmach, Lorna Parker, Phil Ward, Lorna Parker, and Cancer Bush, she's a shell of Fotic, Aino Crocher. Catch go Crocher, G Savage, Rashonish, Killian Fitzgerald, Immer Jassinish, Kerry Fitzgerald, Acha Irutlav, local Chebediger, Launish Hain, Nichi Glanta Fosi, Cossentori Limney, Jessica Irlana Machanish, possession, Gentucker. Zagor Tassa Love, Ershul, Marvinsik, Truly Hulla or in Pelle, and Nishiga Trosha, Shelevanish, Robbie Burke. Once Mahancha ag Limnach an Kencha Butchitach as the Butchitach hauling is on Hoimer to Shohag is Shelvig Owen O'Donnell. O'Donnell a Bullistach ach an Tamshan Husson Stein Tomata Tasha Genta Kerry Shane O'Connor Chachtamach the Slacht Susan Chinnig Brian Crowley Nish Jesh ag Firog on the Riach the Dollar Nunsigs and Kencha Butchit Trasta to Jack Savage. Dá Hoshik Savage má Kane agus General General Fowler Savage and Hick Budge Guskupi a Connor Keane Shock Ginoil Sheehy Casa Balachmon Balachel agus Sheehy har trust down Kerry got some toss and Jordan Gadur. Drochi Hinchahagen Drolly James O'Mara Fos Galamach Dron Ver Warach Ichin Kalta Akka agus an Kanchan Bultamacher Tiv Machadro Sheehy Rish, Colleen Wan scorer Chick Sheehy. The Brendan Hartson Fechan Tulane. Oimra Rod Drochanik Sheehy Chin, and Shelf took wives, he fought to Rash. Sean Barrett for Limnach, Barrett Arai, with David Condren. Farmore Condren. Condren Abula Ryanish. She fought to Rash of Varlar Park, Tashi fought to Rash against Colleen Wan fought to Ignore Park. For Limnach Hanahan and Ganchabuja or the Condren Nish. Can't fight to David Condren Ahain. Kickmach mar sinna Gavin Kern. Dangan agus a fanach tísin na parky, Bultamachachin Cancer Bush Sheesig Aino Crocher, Fotching Brian Crowley, Crowley Shachtalarg, G Ronan Murphy. Goemer Jason Chohanish Kerry. Cancer Gorai was golden to dream and Fotching Gerald O'Sullivan. You'll go ein Keshfin Val. Frechen Cancer he got Aino Crocher, Fanachan Thief Kane, Jack Savage. Savage Rashkadi or Crocher Rish, Rashkadi Savage Rish. Savage Ryan in Farlar Park, Kieran Murphy. Murphy forced to go Reed, against Just Savage and Ish was a pass for Iggy Jordan Sullivan. On Talakudig Sullivan, Raspberry go Sullivan. Agus and Kate Cole, Agus Ord Cole scorer to Gerald O'Sullivan go Kerry. Kickschlasse Vasango Limnach and Tucker Skupik Owen O'Donnell. Ryan's in law Tosach Darragh Donovan, Canishal Bulcha Egishu, there's a Dacker Thing, him Rory Fader, with a Horror Jasonish, touching issue Tony McCarthy, or there's Sin Fragrama, a Gleam Duck and Trent. Sir Wachatan, Stefan Helen Jeffer, or Greg Horn, or Jerry Bulcha, Father Savage, Savage Ugoni, or Hen or Fall, when a pass. Hogal and pass the horse, the Buteg, Father Brian Crowley, a girl, non seen issue, Butch Shahig showed. Emerged Jason issue Kerry, so the Connor Keane, skill Jason Connor Keane, August, well, Dear Marbach, good to Kaha Koshile Hitchin, I think Gora Hard Fast and Connor Keane. So Stephen issue is in Chella Fotching Tony McCarthy, Chicago fell down to Tony McCarthy, on Emerson Lannox, the chief to Gowler, Mark O'Connor, a Bullaroy, and issue was Paul White, issue Nunsi Limnach. Scheduled to score and zero to Jenna Magador and Chelsea Gate. Rúthar fósa go ráibh í bute Ryanis agus so the O'Donnell agus Jessica O'Donnell score hosa sin a glúis agus í chuir a Trastánig O'Donnell on score. Táach go íoch limnach cúpla scór an seo luas dar le tíocht rais Kerry Tarnonsi. Tí mar tá maithid ag Jack Savage arís mé ó tá scilige le an dá chos go compórtach céine in na chéile. Can't butcher Stacha, Agnish, Runzi go Brian Crowley. Crowley shocks the Lord of others, no toss of Dennis Daly. Daly will shell of calls against Jesh Fosigas, Lennon Gordon and Tom Shaw, Daly, her trust now. By Butcher and Cliff Shaw, I Chlor, Cliff Lechanis the Moon, to Bedorn the Loom Nox Ganale. Once he Chahig Lame Nochanish, to Bedorn I Horka Captain Rotti Ganale. Butcher shocks the Lord, need shell of Cachter Foreign. Calls up as a gentleman, David Condren. Condren tries to get Paul White. White to go to Roher Nish, because Jesh Egg and Lachuller Yesh, because he built a Jassiga. It was cool, Clan Rish, Idunifornia. Kickmach Egg, Gavin Curran. Fantasy Chief Kennedy, Butcher Mach, Toastige, Father Eno Crocher. Crocher shocks the Lord. Martiasinish and Kerry and Chop. Nert Corley tacht on Tavelin and Chop. Fortunate Brian Crowley Fanat and Steve Kane past Jasinish to Savage to Lorgan Fast. Which he fought Javid Toshi Fotchik Savage-inish. Gear Garrett Chach Tosh guarantees Sugar Mark O'Connor. 4-6 Savage Ryanish Kuji Connor Keane is just mail a hole and Channel Chatok Contalon. Chapan Goel August Kertan Rates or Gora Jarngul Kikeri Kanta Kikerika August Jeshinish Ena O'Crocher. As Sean Cake Pult Ishel August Pult just jacks the goal August Shea Holin and Ish Idunifornia. She puts on crew ach fi she toasted tishtig an gole. Shin agus tanam imies an glyffish on the and dar coolish and damn Kerry mar fi leim noch omioch gemag edition. Fiction the tits of love any kochorach ta she fortunish lachole law Ronan Murphy. Kerry an until reach ni need to get lach in Felsin Chogus. Joseph shit and chat to catch us dar lach master like Greg Hornish lachole play political hauling against shoot her Trascan. Nizam Kechassos is West Mickey Nedlish at the sponsor shop. Machen Chinnagas and catch a British sheets, which he fought David Condon Neal, she fought Archie Killian Fitzgerald. Fitzgerald and Shach Fechamates Amma to Egan Chin and Irach the Vel with the Kura Hard Trastan again. James O'Mara, Wadney's Grahay, now Gavin Cornan, Chosset Darlash, the Killian Fitzgerald Rish, on Ruhuri Fitzgerald and Hamsha Akarai, August the Jack Savage, Immer TV Stidze, Achtasha Sausage and Golin, some Bern, Ejana Ford and Maid on Hammerfad. Kicks here, Glumnach, the Butchik Stephen Cahill, Trochkan Cahill, he Butchik Skipwin, Rish, was Lim de Hernonsi, Paul White, we calling Paul White, he's Luha. Preston Chin agus an block all as on towards into the goal bar Chin the James Frawley Howell Gavin Curran has Rest Marna Boyle agus Jesh Kirinish Brian Crowley Dollar non series Crowley Fanaston Team Shog on Fork Trasting draw Killian Fitzgerald to attack a Trast on Glehanelle Fitzgerald Bando Source Fuckers can roll the Egg Bull and check can Gar Shacharish watching Jack Savage Shachs the Lord says Banners Hodge Sullivan Thompson at Hoshag Savage, Foes, Cormahar Tiavige. Then a Bertsonish going the Fonatla pass. All out Nervins Shelliv, Kerry, August Nishan Fear, Div Limnega Trosha, Savage the Bulikani, should have shot out Cheshire Jonish Daly Trastog is a none of the Gavin O'Shea, August Gavin O'Shea shocks the goal. August Boas Lochter and shot Zera, August the Kinse again on the Gavin O'Shea.
Number 28, Daniel Collins.
A bheith tú fios tacht le méid na cluichí?
Well, tá fios ag tacht orin ach fós ní rámar magalór. Gahara má tá mi dén aigan chlár, súsa chlár, níl sé sin magalór. Sa céad le na rána dhéanamar na rána mi ceart ach in áíra sa tarna le Hosní bhí spríd a bhad níos fearr, dim riadar a bhad níos fearr, agus bhí dim riadar mar fuireann sa tarna le. Ach sa céad le, bhí cáimid dearúí anamhar sin, nó fáil mas.
Agus a bhaith rálam cadiad na himachtaí ba hábhachtaí nach.
Os tóca sa tarna le hosnímar fuairmar an láh in uachtar i lár na páirce agus cabhraigh sé sin lein. Bhí an sealamh na caide go léir againn ach a ríis ní fuairmar an méad scór go chóir go bhaid.
Agus an ceistearnach mar múntóir an bhfuil na cléthaí an nimmert róghara na scrúdathe.
Is tóca go bhfuil ach is féad le sos a thógan nar ar ní féidir beidh sé trí seachtain rih an áirteist ach is tóca ní léon dó las go ach bearlam dáméach siad níos luútha sa bhliain agus sos bheith i gcóir an áirteist agus tactar éis a ríis ach tá sé mar an ggéine de gach drám.
Agus just ceistúáin déirnach. Bhfuil tú dóchas os na cléthaí a tachtach os for gcóir.
Ó cáimid gach cléthe. Is tóca níiad fá bheith dóchasach tar éis an céad le nómh ach in áíire tóga míid gach cléthe do réir a céile agus níl cléthe bháin i gcuine níos sinna gcuine an chlár agus níl míle bheit héon rud eile.
As I saw Brendan Murphy's Alliance can an gradam lech na himmer have run a Ray Kerry.
Congratulations. Nice.
Ray, tell me, how difficult were those conditions out there?
Yeah, especially in the second half, it kind of deteriorated a bit much. So we knew it was going to be a tough game, regardless of the conditions. But we're just delighted to get the win on it again, 3 in a row. So it is nice to win another National League title up here.
Half time, you went in, you were 2 or 3 points down, but you must be very pleased as a backline with your second half performance. You restricted them to 2 points.
Yeah, I think, well, like we spoke at half time, a lot of the scores maybe they got in the first half were our mistakes, maybe. So we just tried to limit our mistakes, move the ball a bit faster, and try and get our forwards in the ball, which worked. And thankfully, we kicked a few points just after half time, and that kind of got things going again for us.
Towards the end, possibly a little push in the back, which went ball went up the field, and Welch gets a goal. 4 point swing. Do you remember any of that?
No, I definitely didn't see that. But these things happen, obviously, in football. We could, do you know what I mean? You have to take a look. Maybe like some people said last week, there was a ball over the line, they got a goal, or the week before. So you just have to take that really and just get on with it.